Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today we do have the TAC Pro Case 2.0, which TAC actually went ahead and sent over for the iPhone 15 Pro. So I have actually used TAC's previous cases. They've sent me a couple of other cases and they're very thin, get the job of protecting your phone from scratches and scuffs, and they don't really add too much bulk to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out. The packaging is very nice and simple. Just have the TAC logo right there, and it does say think thin, and nothing else on the back. To open it up, we just have to pull. It is connected with a magnet, so it feels very nice. And then here we have our case on the inside. So we do have a nice carbon fiber weaving in the 600D pattern, and then we do get some more information on here, but the main thing we're here for is going to be the case, and then we also do get a nice little MagSafe ring with that case. So putting this to the side real quick, and actually taking a look at the case for the first time. So once again, we do have that nice weaving. The pattern looks really nice and clean in my opinion. It does have a nice matte finish to it, and it is super thin and light. So 9 to 11 grams, which is gonna be the weight on this. So very light, which is basically not gonna add anything to your phone. And it is 0.6 millimeters thin. So again, well, a very thin case. We also do get a magnet right here. This is gonna be for your MagSafe. So if we do actually test that out right there, this is going to be so that you can continue using MagSafe with this case. So plopping it on real quick, which is going to be super easy. All we have to do is just push down from one of the edges and just push in, try to get it in, and boom. So here is the case, nice and tight fit, which is super nice. And again, our camera lenses are being covered up, and yep, everything has been fitted in. So taking a look at this case on the phone for the first time, this does look super nice and clean, and again adds very little to the phone. Basically feels like there's nothing on there. Again, this isn't for those major drops. This is going to be for those nice tiny drops, which will protect it from the scuffs that you might pick up from that, as the titanium body does actually get scuffed up pretty badly. I've dropped it a couple times without a case, and so I've actually seen what happens to it. It's going to go ahead and protect your camera lenses because we do have this nice raised camera lip. And again, it does cover each and every single one of those lenses, plus the sensors down here, and your flashlight and your microphone, which is really nice. So the back is very nice and plain, which is super good in my opinion. Taking a look at the front, if we do take a look at the edges, we do have the edges raised up just a tad bit over the display. So if you do drop it on its face, the case is going to be the first portion to actually hit the ground, and so you're not going to have any issues with it hitting the front portion. And if you can see, I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, I do have tons of scratches on this phone because I did use it without a screen protector, and so having a case that actually protects the front display is always a good thing. Taking a look at the side, we do have a cutout for our buttons, our volume marker, and our action button. And testing that out real quick, since these are the actual buttons you're clicking, it's actually super easy to access them. And again, that is because the case is super thin. Same goes for the power button on the right side. If we do go ahead and test that out, nice and easy to click. So our speaker grill on the front portion is opened up. The case does not go above that. And as I said, the edges are the only portions that actually go above the display. So the sides or the side railings don't actually go above it. So when you're actually using the phone, it doesn't feel like something's jutting into your finger. You can still feel the case just a tad bit, but it's not like other cases which have a very raised lip. That might be better in some protective ways, but if you do go for the feeling of a case, this is going to be a lot better. Again, on the bottom portion, we do have nice little cutouts for our speaker grill, our USB-C charging port, and then we don't have anything up top. So overall, a very nice and decent case. And if we do go ahead and set this down, since we do have a fairly flat camera lens area now because of the case, we can see that it still rocks only from the left portion, but it's a lot more stabler on the right side because everything is super flat considering the camera lenses and the camera array, which would normally be a little more different. So overall, a very nice and decent case. If we do go ahead and test the MagSafe out, since we don't have a magnet on here, we can still see that it does connect onto there, and that is because the case is super thin. We still do get our wireless pass-through, but if we do go ahead and do a nice little shake test, the power bank does manage to fall off. And so for that, you actually go ahead and use the magnet they provided. If we do go ahead and open this up, this is going to be a black magnet. So if you do use MagSafe products, I'd recommend putting this on, and it is super easy to align as the magnets kind of do hold on to it, so you can actually just line it. If you do take a look at it like this, since it is black, it doesn't really mess up with the look of the case, but I'd actually prefer not using it if you don't use too many MagSafe products, because it still does look a little different and out of place. But this is going to be a solution for you, as this is a very nice and thin case. So having this inside of the product is super nice that they actually include it with it. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, I will have everything linked down below. So see y'all in the next one.